Hello, everyone. This is the cooking channel.
Yep,
We're here to
welcome.
pick up a
We're
deck recipe.
here to show you how to make meth. Cooking, not no YouTube. I was just kidding. It was a joke. Please don't ban our YouTube account. We're just kidding. We're playing card games. Please YouTube.
But our premium Snapchat, though.
Yeah, that's separate. You can inquire in the Discord about that. But yeah, so welcome, guys. We're bringing you two deck openings. I think it's actually these are pretty great because it shows the difference between what Bandai thinks a beginner deck is and what a deck for an expert is. Mostly because that one comes like a power up pack or something that makes two random hollow cards that you would get from the starter deck anyway.
Oh, no, it's in here.
That's what I meant. Yeah,
oh,
that
this
one,
one.
not
Yeah.
this one. This
Oh,
one's
yeah.
set standards, but this one you get a special pack which will like hollow two cards in the set. So I'll start with mine because it's the beginner set. Paul, you can get the tape off now if you want. I just wanted to save it for on camera. He wanted to do it off camera, but just to show you guys that these are untampered and also to fill out that sweet, sweet time slot so that way we make more money.
The imaginary money.
Yeah, the imaginary YouTube dollars that don't exist because I say bad words a lot.
And talk about people.
That's Ian.
And me. Wait, you talk about me.
No, I know.
Clip.
Can't prove it. No, that was Thunder? No, that was the Garage.
Oh, clip to the stream.
Clip to the stream, you can't prove that.
Yeah, you can. The other video.
Alright, so start with this. Sarah's really excited because she loves.
She was hoping for a King Vegeta support. She
Yeah,
finally got it.
she was waiting for this moment. So we start with King Vegeta, King of the Saiyans, or Leader of the Saiyans, sorry. So his Unawakened side says you can't run, his permanent is you can't run any non-Saiyan battle cards in your deck. So your super combos, every card you can summon, all has to be Saiyan or else you can't run it with this deck.
You know what I'm saying?
And then his ability is once per turn, take a card from life, put it in your hand, search top 5 for either a red or green Saiyan card, or a King Vegeta's Dynasty, which we'll get to in a moment. And his Awakened side is when you have 3 energy and a King Vegeta's Dynasty on your field, you can awaken him, you draw one, untap one. And then his ability is activate main once per turn, either A, kill a card on your side of the field, put it in the drop area, very specific. And he gets +5 in double strike. That's different from KOing. Now, or the other option is choose a battle card in your hand that's either 2 cost or less, with its skills negated for the duration of the turn, then draw 1 card. So it's pretty alright card. It's hard to, at least for me, to come up with a deck with, but maybe there's already something that's already top 16. I don't know.
No, it's Master People.
I know, but it's just saying I'm bad at deck making. And
Not
the other
true.
card we get from this is Fated Kaioken Son Goku. So that card is an arrival red-green 20k. It has energy exhaust. If you put it in the energy area from any area, it must be in rest mode. There can only be one on the field at a time, and then once per turn, you can take a card from your life, add it to hand. If your life is 3 or less, your leader card's a Saiyan card. It gains double strike and dual attack. So Paul brought this up before that they're really starting to push like low life end of game like go nuts kind of bullshit. So it's pretty cool. And for red green to summon a 4-drop, that's pretty sick. You literally cut the cost in half. Other than that, we have King Vegeta's Dynasty. This is the other new field spell that came out, and what I think is kind of like an outline for the Janemba field spell coming out. At least me being hopeful, but it's a field spell, 2-drop, 1 red, 1 green that says when you play this card, choose 1 red or green Saiyan card, and if your leader, place the battle area, leader card's King Vegeta. Choose 1 Saiyan card, energy cost 2 or less from your hand, and play with its skills negated for the duration of the turn. If you played a card, draw 2 cards. So pretty good, replaces itself and the card that you play. And then its other ability is when a card attacks, when your opponent attacks with a card, you may choose 1 red card in your energy. I can't read. Switch it to rest. Put this guy in the drop, negate the attack. It's an auto, so it dodges the counter step. So your opponent's autos can go off first, and then you can use King Vegeta's Dynasty to negate the attack. So it's pretty dang cool. And that actually co-ops with a new card. Here's the unhollow version. A new card that came out in the structure deck as well, called Raditz Earth Invader. So right here, so it's a 2-drop 15k that says when King Vegeta's Dynasty in your battle area is placed in the drop area, activate the skill. If Raditz Earth Invader is not in play in your battle area, you can play this card from your hand for free. So you negate an attack, get a free body, and then I think the idea is that you co-op that with cards that have Alliance from the new set. So you get a free 15k out to rest and get a 15k boost with. And then last but not least, other card that I'm really hyped about is Vegeta Royal Prince. He is a 2-drop green. Just activate main once per turn. Take a card from life. This card gets +5 and critical for the duration of the turn. Very simple effect, but it combos with a promo card that came out called Nappa, Vegeta's Underling. It's a 2-drop red-green that says when you play this card, drop a card from your hand. If you do, search top 10 for a Vegeta or Raditz and add it to your hand, red or green. So pretty sick. There's some spicy combos we'll show you. Probably saw them if you watched the stream already. That's coming out with the Raditz deck. So once we get all those cards together, we will show you guys what this stuff can really do. And then as far as other stuff that comes in this set, you get 4 Saiyan Kaba if you didn't have it before, 4 Full Power Energy if you didn't have it before, 4 Quick Rush Trunks if you didn't have it before, 4 Trunks Bridge to the Future, which was big in Veggie decks back in the day, 2 Charging Up Son Goten. This is when you play this card, choose 1 card from your hand, place in the drop area. If you do, choose up to 1 of your energies, switch to active.
Is that the red? Yeah.
Eh?
We don't know why they put that one in.
Digging Deep Vegeta. Again, this is what Bandai thinks a starter deck should, like for,
this is a good card.
A new baby player should have. And then 4 After Image, which is a godlike card. The Super Saiyan Son Goku, because vanillas. Support Attack Goten, which is great because he only allows Saiyan super combos. So if you're an idiot like me, you're gonna put Krillin in first, and then realize your mistake and not have any super combos and lose by disqualification. And then of course Raditz, the new card, Raditz the Oppressor, which is just Borgos for red, and then the new counterplay card, which I think is fucking amazing. Denial of Hope. It's a true 2-drop red that says counterplay. If your leader card is red, play if the battle card your opponent would play is 20k or less, that card's placed in the drop area instead of being played. So yes, cards with deflect will get around it, but most boss monsters that have deflect won't be affected by this anyway. But it's more for the small early game poke where you're just like, man, fuck you. So yeah, that's the entirety of the King Vegeta deck. A little bit of something for everybody, and it's not a bad starter deck to pick up if you're starting the game. Some questionable choices, but I dig it.
Alright, guess we'll move on to the expert deck. You get a free pack with this one. Would you like to open it, Felipe?
No, you open it.
Oh my god, so much plastic.
I'm gonna take
Are we gonna get a rare in here? You get 1 pack per expert deck because they want you to
buy the fuck out of that deck.
Yeah, so
How many cards come in it? Jesus Christ.
No, this is just a regular pack.
Oh, I didn't know that.
We got nothing special, and then our card.
Hey!
Familiar Bonds.
Wow, you just get straight. I thought it was the power up pack.
No,
Never mind.
it's in here. And
oh man, that's
and the crazy
hilarious.
part is,
I mean, it's fine. We can have.
now we have a 4th one.
Yeah. Holy shit! I didn't even know it was I didn't know it was a straight pack.
Yeah.
That's hilarious.
Then now this is the starter deck. Damn plastic, Mortal Enemy.
Man, imagine somebody bought an expert deck and they got a secret rare out of it.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking too. Finally.
Or they bought an expert deck and they got a signed Vegito out of it.
Ooh. I would actually see that video.
Just made fucking $75.
Yeah. Honestly, those cards are only going to go up just like that. So the leader for this one is Vegeta and Kaba, Master and Pupil. The front side is Kaba. He has a permanent also. You cannot include any non-use 6 cards in your egg deck except Vegeta cards. His auto is when a blue or yellow use 6 card is played in your battle area. That gets plus 5,000 power for the duration of the turn. Then choose up to 1 card in your life and add it to your hand. When your life is at 4 or less, you may choose 2 of your energies, reset them, and flip this over. And for him, his permanent is it gets plus 5,000 when all of your opponent's energy is at rest. Auto, when this card attacks, draw 1 card, the basics. And his other auto is when your opponent leader attacks, if all of your opponent's energy is in rest, choose up to 2 of your opponent's energies. They cannot restand in active mode when it's their charge phase and during their turn. And once per turn, when one of your battle cards switches an opponent's battle cards or energy to rest, draw 1 card. I think it's a great leader.
Would you force rest of one?
Yeah,
one of your card skill switches. So I mean, it's not bad with all the U6 stuff that just came out.
Yeah. which does a lot of resting. All right, for this one, they take five. They take it's like five or something like that of the new cards, and they hollow them out randomly. So our first one is Vegeta, Saiyan of Universe 7. What he does is when you play this card, choose up to two of your opponent's battle cards with energy cost 3 or less, and return them to the owner's hand. Then draw that many cards. Next, we have Khalifa, Troublemaker of Universe 6. When you play this card, you may choose up to one card in your life, add it to your hand. If you do choose up to one of your opponent's energy, switch it to rest mode. So, this will enable Vegeta's effects. Alright, and next we have Vegeta and Master.
Actually, pretty sick hollowed out.
Oh, so yeah, that does. Master and Pupil. He has Barrier Aegis with a new key term. Once per turn, if it's your opponent's turn, you may activate this during the defense step by placing the cards in your hand to the drop area that match all colors specified by Aegis. So in this case, it's blue and yellow. And if you have a dual color, blue and yellow, you can just pitch the one to trigger both. And then you may choose two of your energies and switch them to active. It has energy exhaust. If you don't know what that is, you just have to play it in rest if you place it in your energy. And auto, when this card activates Aegis, you may choose one card from your hand, place it in your drop area, and if you do, choose up to one blue or yellow Universe 6 card in your drop area with an energy cost of 2 or less and no keywords, and play that card. So it's great to, if you get, Hit or one of the other, Kale? She doesn't have a permanent. No, she just has the auto. Kale, the timid sister?
Oh, yeah. Hey, Hollow Planet Sadala.
Hollow Planet Sadala of your field spell, energy exhaust. Also, when you play this card in your battle area, choose up to one Universe 6 in your hand with an energy cost of 2 or less and play. If you played a card, draw one card. When this card is placed in the drop area from the battle area, choose up to one of your opponent's energy, switch it to rest. Then look at the top 5 cards from your deck, choose up to one Universe 6 with an energy cost of 5 or less among them, and add it to your hand, then shuffle. I still don't know how you drop this.
You either replace it.
Oh, okay.
And then, or your opponent plays Dirty Fireworks.
Okay, and then our last hollow is Frost Deadly Poison. This one, I think,
It's a counterplay.
It is. I think if you can crack it, might be a pretty good card. To counterplay, the battle card your opponent is playing is played in rest mode with its skills negated for the duration of the turn. Then draw one card. Then, if your life is 3 or less, choose up to one of your blue or yellow energy and switch it to active. And then we have just comments. Another copy of Vegeta.
I don't think Frost Poison is great because it's a 3-drop, and you only reset one energy. Yeah. Anyway, sorry.
So Champa, Scheming God's Instruction. I think this is an interesting card. It's one of the new ones. When you play this card, choose up to one of your blue or yellow Universe 6 cards in your battle area, other than this card, and it gets plus 10,000 and double strike for the turn. And
so what that hit me with as we were doing this opening was you play the hit leader, you unawaken your opponent's leader, then you bring back a Champa because you could choose one, use 3 or less.
Ooh.
Play it, summon that guy, give it to your hit, so he's plus 10 and double strike with dual attack.
Oh, okay, yes.
And then you go, wah wah.
Yeah,
so 30k double strike and do it twice.
I think this card might be played later on or release a cute tech for people. And then we get our...
That's why it's a 0 combo cost. That's genius, actually.
Yeah. We get 2 copies of Sicily Bond Kale. This is a really good card. When you play this card from your hand, your leader is a U6 card. Look at the top 10 cards from your deck and choose up to one blue or yellow Kaba or Khalifa among them with an energy cost of 2 or less, and play it and then shuffle your deck. Later we'll show the Kabas you can get. And then we have 2 Universe Hit Ace of Universe 6. So if you guys know, was it Vados and Champa Gracious Aid?
Mm-hmm.
This is just like this card, but it's just a limited time only Bond 2. When you play it for the duration of the turn, all your U6 cards have no combo costs, so you can combo your 10,000s for free. And the card you would summon, hopefully you can with the Kale, is Kaba, Saint of Universe 6. This card is chock full of effects.
So that Kaba is what we call the nut. I'll explain the combo after.
When you play this card, look at the top 7 cards from your deck. Choose up to 2 yellow or blue U6 cards among them. Add them to your hand, then shuffle your deck. If you added one, choose one card from your hand and place it in drop area. His other autos, when you play this card, if Planet Sadala, your field spell, is in your battle area, choose up to one of your opponent's battle cards in rest mode. Cards chosen with this skill cannot be switched to active mode until the end of your opponent's next turn.
So the way the nut goes on turn 2, play this ability, play this, activate her ability, search top 10, play this, activate his ability, search top 7, add 2 cards, keep an opponent's ability tapped down, and then draw 1. So you essentially netted like perfect for you. You lost no cards in that advantage, but you gained 3.
Now that's what we call a value.
Yeah, and your opponent can't untap a battle card, so it's like on turn 2, that's amazing.
And then we have another copy of the non-hollow Khalifa. We have another non-hollow copy of Vegeta, and another non-hollow copy of Pasadala and Frost's Deadly Poison. Also, the difference between this and the beginning structure deck, you're so good when you buy the expert deck. They only give you 1 copy of Senzu Bean. That's all you need if you're that good.
Yeah. If you bought this expert deck, you better be ready to play with 1 Senzu Bean.
They give you 4 Time Magic, which is a good normal regular counter yellow card.
Sparking Negate and
Choose one of your opponent's battle cards. In rest mode, ignoring barrier. It cannot switch to active during your opponent's turn. Not bad. We have 4.
Also important to note that card gets around keywords because it's faster than keywords.
Yes, and then Kale, Sister of Annihilation. You can evolve on top of this, on top of a cost energy Kale, with a blue Kale with an energy cost of 1.
Get through the stroke, man. Get through the stroke.
I can do this. When a card evolves into this card, you may choose all of your battle cards other than this card and place them in the owner's drop area. If you do, choose all of your opponent's battle cards with an energy cost of 4 or less and return them to the hand. I don't like the fact that you have to kill your own cards.
So I guess the idea would be you play blue-green veggies because you play the Caulifla that says your cards can't be KO'd by your own. Oh, it says place in the drop. You can't place them in the drop from that Caulifla either. So yeah, you choose them all. They don't get put in the drop by Caulifla's
Oh, okay.
They bounce everything your opponent controls.
And then this is your Laval target, which is a good 1-drop, Kale Timid Sister. A permanent, this card cannot be KO'd by your opponent's card effects, but it can still be destroyed by game mechanics. And when you play this card, choose up to one of your blue or yellow. Use 6 cards in your drop area with an energy cost of 3 or more and add it to your hand. So when you drop a card, you can drop one of the Evolve targets, and then you can just fetch it back with this card itself.
And then you've +1.
And then you get 4 copies of Kaba Undisguised Rage. He's just a range blocker. Also, I was thinking when you set a Dynasty, you can play this off.
Yes, but his skills are negated.
Yes, but when it's their turn, it's refreshed.
Yep. That's what I was thinking with...
and then you get your basic pay 1, draw 1. And then you get 4...
Oh, yellow has a Majin Buu now, I just realized that.
Yep. You get 4 Khalifa the Bold Sister. Permanent, same thing, cannot be KO'd by your opponents. And when you play this card, look at the top 5 from your deck and search up to 1 blue or yellow, use 6 and add it to your hand. And then you get your 4 basic super combos and the card art that still freaks me out.
You said basic super combo Megetta is great because he activates at 5 life.
I take back what he said. He's the best, one of the best.
He's the best super combo for U6 out right now.
And then we get the weird artwork of Kefla, the Peak of Perfection.
That's my girl.
And it's a really good card. It's a rival blue-yellow. So when you combo with a blue and yellow card, you just play 1 yellow and you play this for free. And when you combo with this card, if your opponent card is a U6 and it's your opponent's turn, you may choose one of your opponent's energies and switch it to rest mode. If you do, your other effects cannot trigger. But when you do play it as a standalone card on your turn, when you play this card during your turn, choose up to one of your opponent's battle cards and switch it to rest mode. Then negate the battle card skill until the end of your opponent's next turn. So either way, that's a really good effect you're gaining.
Mm-hmm. So the idea with that card is to make it really nut. If you want to tap 4 of your opponent's battle cards in 1 turn, what you do is I'm gonna pull from outside the expert deck here to show you how expert I am. So you have...
Don't show them all the secrets we have in
they're not going to remember. I'm not going to remember. So you play that. You have that active on your field. He's also a rival blue-yellow.
It's an amazing card.
Tappy yellow. He's a King Vegeta, grade 8 for those who don't know. He makes all of your U6 cards have no combo cost as long as he's on the field. So what you do is you have that, and you get that girl out there. So what you do is it's your defense step after your opponent just attacked. And so what you do is you go... defense step, activate Aegis. So you drop a blue-yellow card. I don't know, drop a Planet Sadala if you got one in hand, whatever. Untap 2 of your energy, and then activate her auto ability. Rest 3 of their energy, and then if those bitch asses still got something waiting for them, kaboom, combo that for free, rest a 4th energy. And that's how you rest 4 energy in your opponent's turn, my friends, while also playing Senzu Bean with no energy left.
1 Senzu Bean.
Only 1 Senzu Bean, though.
But you can do that skilled.
Yeah, but you can do this more than once per turn. So if your opponent attacks again, and for some reason they have 3 energies, it's not auto once per turn.
Yes, it is. It's right there.
Aegis is, but the auto isn't. Which is hilarious to me. So if you find some way to get around once per turn...
Well, if you have multiple copies, yes. Yes, you can.
So, Oh, if you have multiple copies and you
Yeah,
actually
nothing
use
says you can't.
so you rest 6 energy. That's
Ugh.
disgusting. Anyway, enough of this. Back to what we came here for. Those were our starter decks, guys. We hope you enjoyed. We hope if anyone's watching, we inspire you to maybe pick one of these up and spice up your decks. And we'll be having more duel videos come soon. We're probably going to stream later tonight. Tonight being August 9th or 8th, 7th? 7th.
Wait, 7th.
Tomorrow's the 8th.
Yes.
Probably stream tonight, August 8th, 7th. We just did this again. Probably later tonight. I'm not sure. Depends on how the night goes. But either way, keep your eye out for that.
And
Thank you
we'll
guys
have
for watching.
Deck ideas for these decks too, if you have any
Yes.
ideas for yourself.
All right. Thanks, guys. Remember to like, comment, and subscribe.
Ciao.